Hey there, my name is Romeo Clark. I am a CPA and fractional CFO. I help business owners find ways to keep cash in their pockets, building a business that they love so they don't feel like they need to escape. So, welcome to my channel. I'm excited to tell you about what I'm about to teach today. Today, we're going to jump into how to build a business that runs without you. Yes, it's important that you build a business that runs without you, and I'll deep dive into why that is important. Let's get into it. So, most business owners start their business to gain freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, or whatever freedom that they want out of life. But instead, what happens is they end up being trapped in another job they cannot escape. And it's so sad when I see, as an advisor to a lot of my clients, who they are pretty much running their business, and their business is just like yet another job. If your business can't run without you, you don't need to own a business. You just need to get a job, okay? Today, I'm going to show you how to build a business that works without you, that functions without you, that when you take that vacation, you don't have to think too much about that business. You don't have to think who's going to get paid. You don't have to think, what happens if I get a lawsuit? What happens if this person does that? You don't have to think those things while you're on vacation. I want you to be able to scale and take time off. And if you want, even sell it at some point to the highest bidder, right? So let's deep dive into how you can make this business run without you. All right, so the first topic that we're going to go through here to really uncover how you can make this business run without you is a mindset shift, right? So you need to get your mind from a operator mindset to an owner mindset or a founder, right? Recently learned that the founder mindset is important. Owning is great because you will still be involved, but when you're a founder, you're sitting at a higher level, at a 40,000 foot, 100,000 foot, looking down on that business. And that's where you want to be. You want to be able to keep scorecard, not the one involved in the actual events and day to day, right? So first thing first, shift from being the door to being the architect. Okay, if you're stuck in the decision making, the everyday process, everyday problem, I have to solve this, I have to figure out a process for this, then your business depends on you too much, right? That's risky. You need to have the right system and processes in place for you not to be as involved as I just mentioned, right? You as an owner, you need to be focusing on the strategy, the leadership, and the vision of that business, not, and again I repeat, not the daily operation, right? And what does this start with? It starts with you need good systems. So let's go ahead and we're going to deep dive into new systems. But before I jump, a lot of what I'm talking about today, these creative ideas come from multiple places of learning, education on my end. But let me tell you, the book E-Myth Revisited by Michael E. Gerber is a solid read on how do I take off the owner, how do I take off the hat of the job and being involved in the day-to-day of the business and really focus on being the owner, founder of my business. All right, so now let's jump into systemizing everything in your business, because this is what it's going to start with, right? If I had to give you one piece of advice, it would be document everything, right? In the world of tax and accounting, we're big on documentation, and that does not change for you as a business owner. You have to document everything that's going on in your business, because if it's not there and it's not clear, no one is going to do it the way you want it to be done for you to not be there when it's getting done, right? So it's like you're planning to sell your business tomorrow. right? And you don't need to be there. That's how you need to document every single thing. Now, I know it because I've advised a lot of clients that have an issue with this. Okay, they have an issue documenting things. But I'm going to tell you, if you have a challenge documenting things, you need to find a way to get someone to do it for you every day, day in and day out. So these are some of the things that you need to have documented, right? What happens when a new lead comes in, right? When you get somebody interested in your services, what's the next step? How do clients get onboarded, right? How do you ensure you're delivering quality service? How do decisions get made in your business? The goal here is you want to remove yourself from the business and stop being the bottleneck. Yes, as owners, as founders, we tend to want to be bottleneck, and a lot of time it's not by intention. We're thinking, hey, we're doing the good, but in actuality, we are the bottlenecks, right? And you want to start by creating SOPs, standard operating procedures. It's basically a playbook for your business, right? If you think about the game of football, the players typically have this thing on their hand. It looks like a book. All the players, the quarterback typically have this thing on their hand, and it's like a book, and they have different plays, right? Now, if the coach was on the field, obviously he had it all in his head, he would do everything, but he's not. So the quarterback has to carry out all of those plays. So it's important that you have that playbook available for all of your players in the business, so they know what plays to run, when, and what to do, right? What happens if an employee quits, right? Your business keeps running, because these systems, they stay in place. You update them, but they stay in place. The next thing is technology. Technology is your friend. Make sure that you're taking advantage of the technology stack that's available in your space. And you want the best. You want the most innovative technology, because at the end of the day, it will reduce the cost to deliver a solid service and also make your operations more efficient. So I definitely recommend getting some good technology that will increase efficiency. That's a part of the technology piece here. And keep in mind that systems equal freedom, right? So think about that when you're thinking about your business. Systems equal freedom. All right, let's go to the next one. So let's jump into this next topic around building a leadership team that think like owners. So remember, you're the owner, founder of this business. We really want you to operate as that owner, founder. We want you to be strategic. So now you have to build the people that's going to be the movers of your vision and of your strategy, right? So let me tell you, most business owners, right, do not have a business problem. They really do have a leadership problem. If every question, every fire, and every issue comes back to you as that owner, then you're not leading, right? You're micromanaging, okay? If every time somebody comes to you, you're solving their problem, again, micromanaging, you're not doing it appropriately. So to fix all of this, you need a team that thinks critically. Thinking critically means that they will carry out things based on their own intuition of how it should happen, based on your strategic principles in the business, right? So it's important that you have people that can think critically. Then people that take ownership, right? One of my favorite books, Extreme Ownership, on leadership principles, talks about extreme ownership. You want people who are going to take it like an owner and move it, right? Move it, make it successful. That's what you want. And then know their role inside out. So you want people that really do know what part they play a part of the business. What's their role in ensuring that everything is moving seamlessly? If you think about an engine, how the engine works in a car, you know, every bolt, every single thing that makes that engine pushes out energy is important. And that's the same way you think of your business. Every department, every function, every role, everything makes the output so much better without much of the owner's interaction. And most importantly, you need to empower them to make decisions without you. I encourage my people that, hey, when you make decisions without me, I want to reinforce that kind of behavior, because that kind of behavior tells me that you are trying to operate in the level of the owner, to where you're taking ownership, right? You are critical thinking, and you know your role really well. So I want to empower them to continue to do this and not to feel like they need to come to me for everything, right? And that's a control thing too, the micromanaging thing. Get that out of your head as a owner. So make sure that you check out the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willing on how you can develop the leadership of your team. All right, let's move on to the next part of why it's important not to work in your business, but to work on it from a 40,000, 100,000 foot. All right, so now we're going to talk about something we touched on earlier, and it's the technology piece of being the business owner. Why can technology make your life so much better when trying to be the owner, founder in that role in your business? You're going to use it to automate things and just to delegate, create leverage so that you can be a better business owner. So let me tell you this, if you're still doing manual work tasks, and you have software in your business, and your team can really handle it, let me tell you something, you're wasting time. Automation is your best friend, right? Why is automation your best friend? Let me tell you, automation reduces cost to deliver whatever you're delivering as a business, whether it's a service or a product. If you automate something, you're reducing people manually having to do it, right? If someone has to sit there, write the email, get confirmation on the email, send out the email, that can be terrible. So I want you to start thinking about automation as your best friend, right? So you want to automate your bookkeeping, your invoicing, right? You can use QuickBooks, Xero. These are software that can help with automating invoicing and your bookkeeping. Project management tools, Asana, ClickUp, Trello. These automation tools will help you manage the different workflows that need to occur so that you can get the output from your business. So if you're delivering a service, what does it look like to deliver that service? So I talked earlier about your SOPs, standard operating procedures, right? You can literally put this process into your project management tool, and it will outline the different steps someone will need to take to deliver this service. So it's important to have a project management tool. Then you delegate scheduling and admin work. You need a virtual assistant. I can't tell you how much time we've spent with clients that do not have a virtual assistant or an AI tool that can really help them streamline their task list. Let me tell you something. As the CEO, as the owner, as the founder in your business, you have one of the most important positions. Your position, again, should be focused on how can I drive my vision forward. If you are inundated with micro tasks that need to get done, that could have been automated, that could have been delegated, right? Then you're sucking away time from those high level things that only you can do at the highest level. So I want you to be focused on doing those things that will move your vision forward and delegate those things that's sucking up your time. The less you're involved in small tasks in your business, the more time you have to really grow your business and propel. Each time we've worked with a client and we've helped them free up their time and tell them, hey, you don't need to be working on that, get a virtual assistant. Next quarter or the next quarter, we've seen a growth in their business, whether that be revenue or profit. So automation is a key, right? One of the key formula to not working in your business and burning yourself out. All right, let's move on to the next topic here. All right, now tell me this. Why are you in this business, and what's your plan when you no longer want to run this business? Or why are you in this business? What's your end goal? Listen, this section is how do you make your business sellable? Even if you don't want to sell, right? How do you make it sellable? Because being able to sell a business is a way of knowing that you're operating this business in a way that somebody else can come and run it. And that means you can take the time off. You can, not having to worry about these different things happening, and you have good leaders that's going to manage the business, right? So here's a reality check. Even if you don't plan to sell, you should bill it like you will, right? Because even if you don't, again, you don't have to worry about the day-to-day operations. And that's our goal here. Because a business can run without you is, more profitable, right? It's more attractive to investors, and really it's more enjoyable to own, okay? So that's why it's so powerful that this business can run without you as the owner at the helm. Now, this is the ultimate test. Go on vacation for a month and see if your business survives. Now, of course, put some things in place where, if things don't go well and stuff hit the fan, that you can, run back and do some stuff. But at that point, things aren't where it should be. So if the business survives without you, then you've passed the test. But if you have to run back, if you have to do a lot of stuff, then you need to do some work. And guess what? If it does work without you, congratulations. I owe you a drink, all right? It is time to make changes in your business so it can run without you. All right, let's move on to the next topic, right? And it's the final topic, but I want to make sure that you really get what we're talking about here. Before we jump forward, if you get value from this video, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see similar content like this coming from us on this channel. I want the business to work for you, not the other way around. Comment below, what's one thing in your business that you need to delegate today, right? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll chime in on how you can do that as a response to your comment. We just love doing these videos and putting them out for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.